Welcome to Ring Central Coliseum in Oakland, home of the A's. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Oakland Athletics. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Ricky Henderson. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
So just about set now. And pitching in this one for Oakland, Sean Manaea.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And he deals. Garrett Anderson takes a strike as he leads things off.
First pitch, 107.
On the ground, right side. Kemp over to pick it up. Whips it to first. One up, one down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Next one misses. Ball 1. Here's a tapper towards short. Throws to first. 2 away here in the top of the first.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Mike Trout. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Down the line towards the corner. Jackson glides back. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Jim Edwards.
Man at second here with 2 away. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Jim Edmonds. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. The throw to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score after a half inning. bottom of the first. And the batter now, Ricky Henderson. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. The pitch. And 1-2.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
Next offering is down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And down on strikes. 1 away.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Here's Elvis Andrews. First pitch just misses. Bounced up the middle. It's through for a hit. So digging in, Jason Giambi. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering misses, and 1-1. Left-hand hitter waits. Ooh,
that's where you want it. It's a good miss.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Andrews, the base runner at first with 1 out. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one misses, and the count's full. And now the lefty, and he chases that one. That's his second strikeout.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
Reggie Jackson stands in now and lets that one go for a strike. And a pitch. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the next pitch is way outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that's ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now Chad Pinder. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
2 on, 2 outs. And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
At the belt and fires. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 2-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2-1 now. 2 aboard. In for a strike. And the count is even 2-2. The pitch. And now it's filled up. That's to third. Sends it to Walsh. And that is the inning. Nothing in the Oakland first. On to the second now from the Coliseum with no score. New inning getting started. Leading off, Troy Gloss. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And the 1-0. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Tim Salmon. In there, and it's 0-1. No score here in the second. Mania moved to first. And he's back in standing. Next pitch downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. Kicks and deals. Stays alive. Second inning here, no score. That one misses. The count now 2-2. And a foul ball third base side. Next offering is down low. Got him looking. And now one away.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Here's Anthony Rendon up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Gloss, the runner at second with one away. The next pitch misses, and now 3-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
And a 3-1 on the way. That one hooked foul. And a 3-2. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Kurt Suzuki to step in. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. That one blasted deep to right, way back there.
Foul ball.
And a pitch. Bounce to third. Diaz picks it up, sends it across to first. Out number 3. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here in the East Bay, bottom half of inning number 2. So here's Brown at the plate.
The center fielder, Seth Brown.
Sandoval back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
And here it comes. Now 1-1. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch just misses. It's 2-2. Kicks and fires. That's a laser base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double. Here's Stephen Vogt.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Next offering is down low. And that is ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. That one just misses, and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Ripped on a line. He can't get there, and that should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. And in its second with an RBI double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Tony Kemp.
Batting it, the second baseman, Tony.
And first offering is fouled off. Runner leads away at second.
Nope, that's the ball.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Yeah, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And he deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Can't get there. Base hit. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead. Not in time. He's got a double. Here's the rookie third baseman, Jordan Diaz.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Jordan.
And that's in there for strike one. Kemp at second with nobody out. And that one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. And that one fouled off. Next one just misses. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and that's the first out.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Henderson.
Ricky Henderson up next for the A's. That one's in there, 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that's just foul. And it's second. Stays alive. Next pitch is outside. And now it's 1-2. In the dirt, blocked. One out and a runner at second. Next pitch is popped up. Walsh under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So 2 down now, and here is Elvis Andrews. And he's already singled in this game. First pitch, and he just misses. And it's even up.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another guy in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And a count 1-2. The pitch. That one the other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the A's 2 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back onto the third inning. And now the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
The first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. Right side, hard hit. Into the outfield, base hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's the left fielder, Garrett Anderson. First pitch just misses. Nobody out, runner at first. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And the 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's the 2-2. Stays alive. Two now, and a swing and a miss, and one away in the top of the third. Here's David Fletcher.
Now batting, shortstop, David.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Tying run at the plate. There's a strike. On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second, now one out.
Up next for the Angels.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So first and second with one man gone. Here's Trout. Good contact guy, good defender. That smash towards center. And a base hit right there. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one, on to Giambi, and that's a double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Back in Oakland as we go to the last of the third. Digging in for Oakland, Jason Giambi.
Jason Giambi.
Sandoval back to work. 0-1. And a foul ball. The wind and the pitch. And now 1-2. And a 1-2. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Next pitch is inside, and it's 3-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one drilled left field, and out number one on the grab.
The right fielder, number 9, Reggie Jackson.
Here's the Oakland cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson.
Oh, Boog, he consistently hits the ball hard. His exit velocity and barrel rate near the tops in the league.
First offering, and it just misses. One down, base is empty. Off the mark there, and the count is 2-0.
No strike.
Two and one now.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And there's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
So now the DH spot, Chad Pinder grounded out his first time. To first, and he breaks for second. Here's the tag, and he's out. In there for strike one. The 0-1. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. A little bloop single, and that keeps the inning alive.
The batter, the center
and now the center fielder, Seth Brown, doubled his first time up. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Next one off the plate inside, and it's 2-0.
That's out.
There's a strike.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there, and as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
At the belt and fires. This one is smashed down the right field line. Way back there. Fair and gone. Seth Brown goes deep. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 4-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now here's the A's catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher.
First offering misses the mark.
Vogt.
The wide to kick the pitch. And fouled off. The pitch. And a ground ball to first. And it goes just foul. The wind of the pitch. Just off the inside edge. And it's filled up. Out towards right center field. Edmonds, as he glides to his left, makes the grab on the run. And that ends the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And welcome back onto the fourth. So in now for the Angels, Trout Walsh. The Angels in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a pitch. And a good eye there.
Counts 1-0.
The lefty, the 1-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The pitch. On the ground, right side. Kemp gets it to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
The right fielder, number 15, Tim Salmon.
Tim Salmon, the next to hit for the Angels.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300. He's sitting on 299 right now.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And now the lefty hits softly on the ground left side. Zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Anthony Rendon.
Nope.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball
Next
2.
one misses. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. On the ground to third. Over to Giambi. That ends the frame. Angels go quietly there. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Jose Suarez into the game, and this is his season debut.
Well, I think that what makes him so tough against left-handers is he hides the ball for a long time. And from that same side, harder for you to determine which part of the plate it's going to end up on.
Bottom 4, now it's the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
The second baseman, Tony Kemp.
And the pitch. Way outside, and it's 1-0. Next offering is in for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. Rendon throw to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan Diaz.
Now the third baseman, Jordan Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires.
Ball.
Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Kicks and deals. There's the strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Next pitch inside. 2-2. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not in time. It's a double.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Reggie Henderson. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Runner leads away at second. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike. 2 gone.
Up next for Oakland, the shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
Elvis Andrews up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Foul ball there. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Out to short. Slings it across. That ends the inning. The A's strand 1, but they lead it 4-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Leading off for the Angels, the catcher, Kurt.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
1-0.
The 1-0. That one fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that one is lifted in the air, and he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boob. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
And next for the Angels, Jared Walsh. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, that's 1. On to Giambi, and that's a double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
At the plate, Garrett Anderson. And that's in there for strike 1. Yo 1. He swings and fouls one off. On the ground right side. And that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark. Now here is Jason Giambi.
The first baseman, Jason Giambi.
And a pitch. They say it went.
0-1.
Here's your 1. On the ground. And they get Giambi for the out.
The right fielder, number 9, Reggie Jackson.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Oakland, Reggie Jackson. First pitch, and he just misses. Bullpen activity starting up now. Archie Bradley appears to be getting loose. Berea getting cranked up as well. Left-hand batter waits. And that one wrapped foul. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Guy out there sees a power hitter take that kind of swing. He's got to be thinking, is this guy trying to set me up? Now let's see if he can make an adjustment.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Pinter.
Two outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Chad Pinder.
Nope.
First offering misses the mark. Next one in the dirt. The wind to kick the 2-0. That one inside. And now 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a 4-pitch walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Here's the center fielder, Seth Brown. That one's in there, 0-1. Pinder leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
In the dirt. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here in the East Bay. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, David Fletcher.
David Fletcher.
Minaya back to work. Curveball drops in for a strike.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well broken in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And now batting, Mike Trout. He's a guy who does it all. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Mike Trout, just a special player, a special human, does everything well on the baseball field and seems to do it as well off the field.
And the 1-0. Sliced hard but foul. I think with Mike Trout, when you consider all the awards, the wins above replacement, he's on a trajectory, if he stays healthy, that he'll end up as one of the greatest position players of all time. Laser base hit. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Now it's going to be Jim Edmonds in there, and it's 0-1. And here it comes. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
To first, might be 2. Over to Andrews. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Athletics 4 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. So here's Brown at the plate.
The Athletics. The center fielder, Seth Brown.
The pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. Here comes the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. This one is crushed. And it's off the batter's eye. A soaring shot to center. 3rd home run of the season, and they add a run. It's 5-zip.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's Stephen Vogt.
The batter, the catcher, Steven.
Next pitch downstairs. Ball 1. And now the lefty. So 2 balls and no strikes. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Baseman, Tony Kemp.
Man at first. Here's Tony Kemp. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Hey!
Good eye in that spot.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Next offering is fouled back. Vogt gets his lead at first with nobody out. Got him looking. 1 gone here.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Diaz. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And it's fouled away. The 0-1.
That's a
Good
ball.
eye right there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now this one is smoked down the left field line. On its way, if it's fair, out of here. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Archie Bradley. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Ricky Henderson. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one pulled foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch misses inside. Now 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Next offering in the dirt. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's Elvis Andrews. In there for strike one. Next one is off the plate. 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Tepera getting ready to come in for Joe Madden. Berea getting loose as well. In the air, right field. Salmon settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that. That is the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. As the A's are on top. Top of inning number 7. Here's a big power threat. Troy Gloss.
Leading off for the Angels, the third baseman, Troy Bryant.
And he deals. That clips the corner. That's a strike.
Down 0-2.
That's a base hit.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
And now the right fielder, Tim Salmon. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And a pitch. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And a pitch.
Ball inside.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Runner at first with no outs here. And a foul ball. And a payoff pitch. The punch out there. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Man at first, Anthony Rendon making his way to the plate.
Nope.
First pitch just misses. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. And forget it. He sends one out the opposite way. His first homer of the year. It's 7-2.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Kurt Suzuki to step in.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher.
The other way.
Suzuki.
Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Walsh.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Jared Walsh. And there's a foul ball. And now the 0-1. And that one hit to first. Giambi steps on the bag, and that is that. Anthony Rendon going deep for the Halos. It's 7-2. Back in Oakland, bottom of the 7th. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jason Giambi.
The first baseman, Jason Giambi.
The wind and the pitch. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 8-2.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Reggie Jackson will hit next.
The right fielder,
A strikeout and a walk.
Reggie
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Chad Pinder now. And that one hammered. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, center fielder, Seth Brown.
Next up for the A's, Seth Brown. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. righty deals. That one fouled off. 2-2. Righty to the plate. Right through there. Got him. That's the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 8-2. And welcome back. Here's the left fielder, Garrett Anderson. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. First offering misses the mark.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The wind of the pitch. Anderson checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And Freddie Ferguson says he went around. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. Pretty well struck. Right field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now batting, the shortstop, David Fletcher.
And now David Fletcher, 1 for 3. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone, and now 2-0. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's it for Sean Manaea. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Deolis Guerra gets the ball now. A runner on second to deal with. He'll do his best to keep him there.
Deolis Guerra.
Here's Mike Trout. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And the right-hander deals.
Inside, ball 1.
Fought off foul. Fletcher over at second, 1 down. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
At the belt and fires. Back to the mound, and it's through for a hit. Fletcher around third. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. And it's 8-3.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runner on at first with one gone. And the batter now, Jim Edmonds. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Ripped to third and caught.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman, Troy Glass.
Man at first, and next for L.A., Troy Glass.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And that's in there for strike one. Action in the pen down there. A.J. Puck, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Selman warming up as well. And the 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Kicks and deals. And that's in for a strike. And that's outside.
2-2.
Two outs. Swings and misses. Third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the A's 8 and the Angels 3. Here comes Ryan Tepera to the hill. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Back here at the ballpark, out of the bottom of the 8th, digging in for Oakland, Stephen Vogt.
For the A's, the catcher, Stephen Vogt.
And the pitch. Good eye right there. The pitch. That one's in there. And a count 1-1. Going to count 1-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Kicks and fires. And now it's even up.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Two now. In the air out towards right center. Salmon has this one sized up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Tony Kemp. That one's in there, 0-1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Aaron Loop up and loosening in the pen. Myers getting cranked up as well. Look out! And it hit him.
I think he's getting hit whether he tries to get out of the way or not. That just seemed to be tracking him out of the pitcher's hand.
Jordan Diaz, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
The 1-0. Foul ball. Right-handed reliever. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run homer, his second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-3. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ricky Henderson up next for the A's.
The left fielder, number 24, Ricky.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Henderson.
Next pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One now.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 out. Next up for the A's, Elvis Andrews.
The shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
The 0-1. And misses inside.
Really good run, perhaps a little bit too much on that 2-seamer. Couldn't hold the corner.
The 1-1. That one finds the corner. And the count 1-2. Here's a 1-2. And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next offering way off the plate. Three-two now. Rolled slowly to first. Walsh collects it. He steps on the bag. Inning over. The A's with a 2-run blast. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Tim Salmon.
The right fielder, number 15, Tim Salmon.
Guerra back to work. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Henderson moving under it. One down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Anthony Rendon.
So in now for the Angels, Anthony Rendon. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And now 2 gone. Here's the Angels catcher, Kurt Suzuki. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And here it comes. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
The 1-1. Just off the outside part of the plate.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall.
Most of the time, you blast one down into the left field corner like that, and you're standing on second base. So I'm pretty surprised they didn't push it there. But a nice job to fire it back into the infield quickly and keep that to a single.
Jared Walsh, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance. But if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Just 1 out away. Try to close it out. Hard on the ground to first. Could be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double. Second and third now.
The left fielder, Garrett.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Garrett Anderson. Next offering is down low, and that's ball 1.
No strike.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He dives but can't make the play, and that's a foul ball. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. The pitch. Suzuki at third. Walsh on at second with 2 down. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. Popped up. Jackson sizes this one up, and that'll do it. The A's win the series as they take 3 out of 4 on the weekend.
I'd say these guys really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
Final score here today, 10-3. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Angels, 3 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hey, yo.